Well, this is just a quick thank you video on a little update on knife ordering. But first of all, the thank you video. I've received a few gifts recently, unexpected. So I'll show you them. Something I've always wanted actually. But I've always wanted. Well, I'll show you them. I got to cut straight to the chase. One of my customers, Benny, sent me a beautiful cuxer all the way from Norway. He said there's a package on the way for you with a cuxer in it. So that's what he sent me. A beautiful cuxer cut. And I was a bit blown away when I opened it and I found not just one but two cuxers. Fantastic. I think there's possibly a dragon, is it? As the handle, and leather thongs. So they're beautiful pieces to have, Benny, and thank you very much for those. He sent me a little Coleman button compass and thermometer key ring, so that'll be extremely useful. I've often wondered how low the temperature goes when I go out camping sometimes, so I'll be able to monitor that. And the wood you sent me, Benny, from what I can see of it, looks fine. I'll cut the end wood off, the end where it's been sealed, and I'll put it to dry. I should be building the knife in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so your long wait is almost coming to an end. And I've also got a nice box of chocolates, which I'll try not to share with my wife. An update on that in a minute actually. And also I've been meaning to show this, which is another gift from another subscriber and customer, Osmo. I hope I can pronounce your YouTube channel correctly. The Topicala. And I've been subscribed to Osmo for some time now, and vice versa. And the work he does is quite beautiful. I believe he makes the sheath and he makes the handle, but he doesn't make the blade, not yet anyway. But it's a Nordic sort of carver. A beautiful piece. I'm not sure what the wood is. I think, I'm not sure. It looks like either birch or maple. Birch, I would say, with some darker wood which could be wenge. I'm not sure what the centre wood is there, but I know he gives it a tar wax, tar oil treatment. A beautiful little knife, quite a high grind with a secondary bevel on it. It's got an edge, but it could do with a little bit sharpener, so that's not a problem. But a beautiful carving knife for more intricate work. And the sheath, I think, is quite beautiful. A different design to what I do, with a little dangler. Beautiful. Anyway, the updates. For those of you who watched my previous video, I tagged on at the back of the video that I'm not taking any more orders. I probably am going to take orders in limited numbers when I get the bulk of my order book cleared, which I expect will be sort of mid to late summer. But what I want to do is build the knives and be able to sell them direct from my website on my Knives Available Now page. And also this will free me up from a colossal amount of emails and computer work, which an order book entails, and I like to get away from that. So I'm going to be taking orders in very small numbers, and I'll be posting a video on here or updating a thing on my website to say that. And now are going to be small numbers of orders, but most of the knives I'm going to build and sell them as and when they're ready. I'm quite excited by that, because that allows me to build the knives that I want to build, and I got some good ideas. I'm hoping that I shall have a good source of very high quality exhibition grade woods to fit on the handles. I've got a few new designs I want to build. I'm working on a prototype for my new striker flint and steel knife, and I've had a few suggestions from subscribers as to what to call this knife. I think I've got a name for it, and I like the name very much. Jeff Minto sent me a nice email and very supportive with some ideas for names. Thank you very much for that, Jeff. But the name has been suggested by Mac M0TXR, another YouTube subscriber, and we're going to call it the Wisp. It just it's just a great name. Wisp stands for Waste Inspired Sparking Plate, because it was a piece of steel. I have a small length of steel, about that sort of long, left over from the build of a couple of knives, and I was making flint strikers from it, and then I thought perhaps I could modify it and make it into a small neck knife, because I was it was suggested by me by a number of people, when are you going to build a neck knife, and it just didn't spring to mind. I didn't have the inspiration for it, but the striker then evolved into this neck knife, so I'm working on refining the design for that, and I've got that more or less there now, and I'll be showing that on YouTube soon. The holes, it's a YouTube collaboration, this, because the holes that are drilled into the Wisp knife were an idea which was suggested to me by Ken Cram. So we've got the name suggested by one YouTuber, the slight design of the holes suggested by another. So it's all coming together. It won't be an expensive thing. I aim to keep the price low, utility flint striker and knife, but I'm hoping that I'll build it tastefully, and it'll be a nice thing to have, I hope. I've got a lot going on at home at the moment. My wife is off work at the moment. She goes into hospital next week. Nothing serious. She's having an operation on her ankle, because she's got a very bad arthritic joint, which was caused by an accident when she was young. And the damage to the joint's so severe, they've decided that they're actually going to fuse the joint and lock it into one set position. Unfortunately, this has meant she's going to be off work for a number of months, and they've because she does a lot of walking in her job, it's quite possible she could be off work for anything up to 6 months, and she's going to require some amount of care at home. So this obviously is going to eat into the time I have available for building my knives, although I have got a son and a daughter that will lend a hand with any care that needs to be administered at home. So I just ask any people that are on my waiting list if they can just bear with me. I will get around to building your knives. I aim to clear the waiting list. So if you've got an order with me, I aim to clear that by the end of the summer. And that is when I am going to be advertising knives for sale and taking on a very small number of orders, and also introducing some new knives to the range. So with that update, thank you Benny, thank you Osmo for the gifts, thanks everyone for watching. I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's Armoured Cockroach and Funky Pepper meetup, so that'll be good. Looking forward to that. I'll be taking some fiction firelighting kit with me. I'll be bringing some radio comms with me, but I'm also hoping that I'll get the chance for a bit of a relax and a chat with fellow YouTubers and people of like minds. So with that, I'll bid you farewell and see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Here we have a dog in a box. Are you a dog in a box? What are you doing in that box? You silly dog. You're a silly dog in a box, aren't you?